I are Clip-On.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Icewind Dale Enhanced Edition, episode 54. Now last episode guys, we entered this cave area, we did clear it out, we went down to the Orog campsite and found the leader there. There was a leader there and there was some strange underground creature here that was a transmuter. If you remember from last episode, it was some kind of transmuter and it accidentally turned himself into some like mole man or something weird, and he was saying go and kill the leader. So we did, we went and killed him and we got, where is it? We got this Krillag's badge. Very interesting. Apparently this is one of 6 badges and we need this for some kind of door. We also got this note, which I kind of poorly read out last episode. Yeah, I do okay with reading things out until I come across like a name. Of course, there's a lot of secret things. Not secret things. Sorry, I said secret things because we came to this secret door here. There's a lot of like like fantasy names and things like that are difficult to pronounce. So I do struggle with that. Apart from that though, yeah, let's carry on. We found this secret door here, and I think this is the only way to go. This is it. There's also this hammer. Let's just check. No, we can't do anything with that. So let's go down here.
What is it? Yes.
I think there will be traps here. I'm kind of caught in a conundrum between detecting traps and stealthing. Any traps whatsoever? Okay, no, I can't see any traps at least. Oh, shoot. Oh no, Bilbo, no. Oh wow, okay. We all ran off then. What happened then? Did we hit a trap? You hear a loud click. Boom. 20 damage. Whew. Bilbo just took 60 damage there. Let's give him some big heals. What? Now we did get a journal. Let's have a look here. Who stole the journal? It was Bilbo. We got this cool axe as well, so we'll put this away. In fact, we can identify this blade as well. That's cool. Just for now, we'll look back at that blade later. But Bilbo found this diary. We found a guy that was dead, and somewhere in the diary it was saying, to make matters worse, the same writings inferred that this room contained a puzzle that was designed to keep the invaders from discovering and desecrating the cemetery and forge. And there's Bandoth. Perhaps Bandoth can provide some more assistance, but we haven't found him. Now that matches this. But there aren't multiple patterns here. Let's just have a look again. I have a feeling we have to stand. We have to stand on. See, there's this. Look at this. Yes. Okay. I reckon what we need to do. We need to stand. You see the pattern on the table here. I think we have to stand because there's nothing else we can do. Let's just look back here. That's the map there. That's the area map. Oh, look at this. Aha! Sneaky. Look in the area map here. There's like a staircase. There's a staircase going down that we obviously haven't discovered. I can't believe we found that. Okay. So I think what we need to do, we definitely need to stand there, possibly. Let's just have a quick look again.
What?
We've got 1, 2, 3 layers here. You see that with patterns on. Let's go back to the door here. And, well, back to the table. So we want this kind of smith pattern, we saw that. And then we want 2 axes crossing. And then we want the connecting rings. You see these 2 looping rings. Do we have that? Yes, the 2 rings are here. And the 2 axes crossing are here. So let's take our most healthy people.
Let's move.
And we'll go all the way around, I think. It was about at this level we got attacked. Anything? Any clicks? Okay, well, let's give Bilbo another heal. We should probably use... We could actually use Radagast. The bear? Does the bear have the most health? Oh, he has the same amount of health. I thought it'd get extra health. Apparently not. Okay, so we'll go with Bilbo, and we want to stand on this one here. These crossing axes, is it? Okay. Apparently not.
What's your plan?
Bilbo, oh no. Is it this? Did I get the wrong one? Is it this one we want to stand on? Are those crossing axes? This one there.
What do I need
Wow,
to do?
okay. Well, let's try that again. Let's get Tupac back.
Where can I go?
Okay, can't get any further back. Katniss. Ouch. Can we do this without venturing forth? Okay, we need the whole party there. I could have sworn it was that one. Possibly it's this one then. No, we don't want Tupac. Stay back, Tupac. You're our only hope.
What?
Actually, okay, let's get out of there. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, that was a terrible, terrible failure. I thought it would be this. I thought we'd have to stand on the
What do I need
pattern.
to do?
Where's Jon Snow's stuff? Okay, it's all there.
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to resurrect. Let's resurrect Jon Snow. Oh man. There's some kind of trap here, but I'm not quite sure what it is.
Where can I go?
Oh man. We've already lost Bilbo.
Hello?
Any more heals? Yeah, we've got to heal him up. We've got to get him fully healed, haven't we? Go on, Katniss even has a heal, doesn't she? There we go. Heal, heal, heal. Okay. So what we want is the axes, and I can't... Is it that? Does it have anything to do with these on the wall? And there's nothing here on the area map we can see that helps us out. I kind of just want to quickly grab all of the stuff as well.
I'm ready.
Let's grab Bilbo's stuff. Oh man. We are taking a crazy amount of damage. Okay, let's try this again. If we die, I might just quick save because... oh. If we all die, I think we're going to quick save anyway. Now, I mean, quick load. So we want this one, definitely, yeah? Oh. You hear a loud click followed by 11 similar sounding clicks echoing throughout the room. So what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, we included that one. So this is the loud click. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I went and stood there with Jon Snow and nothing happened. I think he had to get right in the centre of the room. You know, if we can now go with... Let's go with Radagast. And I'm pretty sure it was this one. If not, it's that one. Oh my god. I think we just had to stand smack bang in the middle. He must have just not caught it properly. Can we load, what's the quickest? I guess from here. Oh, I don't think there's any point. There's no point trying to res anyone. We know what the deal is. Is that a bit cheap? Probably yes. Probably yes. It's taken us quite a lot of the episode to figure that out though already. So what we want then, we want the hammer kind of striking an anvil there. We then want the crossing axes. Then we want the rings, and we will see if there is a secret level, which there must be because we can see it on the area map. We can see it like that. So let's first give a nice big heal to Bilbo. While we're at it, we'll get Jon to come around. See, that was easy. I would have got that if we had just stood. If we'd have just stood in the right place. So there we go. Loud click, surrounded by 11, followed by 11 smaller clicks.
Good morning. Very well.
So what we want then... Oh no, it's this one, isn't it? Let's stick to the edge for now. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, let's get Katniss to then go and stand on this one. So again, you hear the loud click followed by 11 similar sounding clicks echoing throughout the room. Finally, you hear a loud clattering coming from the round table room, which is back there. Okay. I got that quite easily, but we failed miserably. And then can we use this? Yes, there we go. You hear an extremely loud clattering noise coming from the room through the secret door. Boom, there we go. Look at that. Of course, that's what it is on the map there, on the area map. That's what we saw, but this now says to the gear room.
We need to burn the body.
And we also got a boatload of XP for that. Can anybody level up? No, okay. So this is to the gear room. I feel kind of bad for quick saving that, well, for loading the game. But we got owned.
We need to ride north.
There's no point running back and forth for all that. The gear room, okay, maybe as usual, just a little stealth, a little quick stealth. There's a dead guy here. Oh, trap sprung, Bilbo, come on, get your act together. Okay, let's look at this. The massive gear mechanism for the retractable stairwell. It is still creaking from recent operation. It is. Look at this. Look how complex this looks. This is awesome. So there's a note here. I am very curious to see what that is. There's a kind of dead guy there, unfortunately for him. Let's have a look what his note says. Diver's note. This trap has left me for dead, but it is just as well. I have felt the evil within me since the moment I stepped foot in this crypt. My actions no longer my own, my thoughts confused, my will gone. Perhaps another will discover the disturbance before it manages to overcome them. I found another route through a gaping hole in one of the prison cells in the Orog-infested area above this chamber, but that led to yet more of their foul kind and a large grotesque beast that I could have sworn was speaking with me. Perhaps the evil was within my mind even then. Wow, okay. Can we copy this? I'm not sure where we copy it to. That's pretty ominous, though. Pretty ominous, yeah. Perhaps another will discover the disturbance before it manages to overcome them. Where do I copy this to? The journal? Oh yeah, so this is the user journal. And that's where I copy it to. So we can probably chuck this now. That's interesting. Cool.
What? We need to burn the bodies.
Okay, so we're down here in the gear room. There's only one way to go. Let's have a little quick save. Tell you what, we'll heal up Bilbo as well.
What do I need to do?
Just get him to full health. And we did reload, didn't we? So we want to check out this two-handed sword. We can't identify it with a spell. Should we just sleep? Yeah, we can't rest here. Okay.
Ready.
Ooh.
What's the matter?
Very interesting indeed. Let's have a look around here. There's a staircase. You suddenly feel very, very cold, says Bilbo. Oh. Look at this. Norlinor. Okay. Okay. Oops. So we left shadows actually there, didn't we? And Norlinor has spoke to us. Defiler, have you come to desecrate the remains of our home? I was thinking about it. Yes. Absolutely not. Then why do you disturb this temple of Moradin? I was merely passing through. I was hoping to learn more of the conflict that occurred within this area. That's probably a good thing to ask. 2 catastrophes occurred within Dawn's Deep. The first was the destruction of our community at the hands of the orcs. More recently, there has been the occupation of our cemetery, the Tears of the Dead, by the necromancer Terrican. Oh wow. Terrican, yes, that one seems very interesting. Terrican, yeah, some necromancer. Terrican is a wretched necromancer that came to Dawn shortly after the strife that put an end to our community. He was aware of the tragedy that grips Dawn's Deep and knew it would serve as a fertile ground to continue his research. What was he researching? During the construction of the Deep, we had the misfortune of uncovering a cavern that housed an ancient vortice from the negative energy plane. Now, I don't know if some being from that plane felt our presence, or if the vortice itself was disturbed by the intrusion, but shortly after, undead began to appear. Okay, and those undead invaded Dawn's Deep? At first it was merely a skeleton or two, nothing we couldn't handle, but over time we received more and more reports of undead sightings. In the end, I don't think any of us were prepared for what would become known as the Battle of the Dead. How did the battle begin? One morning, our community awoke to the screams of the son of Jamoth. He'd been playing within some caves near the forge and claimed that he had seen a small group of skeletons. We sent a few men down to investigate. They returned badly wounded. What had they found? Well, if you'd shut up and let me finish the story, I'll tell you. Shut up, Bilbo. Now, hundreds of skeletons, zombies, ghouls and other undead had suddenly appeared in the Vortis cave, preparing to attack the settlement. With time working against us, we assembled our remaining soldiers and went forth to vanquish the deceased. But hundreds of undead, with even greater numbers to follow, the dwarfs would have been greatly outnumbered. No Dawn's dwarf would concede defeat while our community was threatened. Our wounded began to accumulate, and many of our brethren joined their attackers in spiritual unrest that day. Oh, that sucks. So when you die, you then become undead and attack the rest of them. Yeah. Just as it appeared that we might have to retreat, a miracle occurred. A miracle? From within the tides of flesh and bone emerged Jamoth, hacking at the dead around him with a fevered glee, bestowing with laughter. With each swing of his weapon, the undead around him disintegrated, regardless of whether he struck them or not. It was a beautiful sight to see, my friend. So the undead fell around him just by his presence. How is that possible? Jarmuth and our community were touched by murdering that day. We later discovered the vortice that had brought forth the undead was somehow reversed, returning the spirits to their home within the plane of negative energy. Interesting. Then Terrican came along as a necromancer. He must have heard about the vortice, correct? Yes, once our community no longer inhabited these chambers, Terrican took up residence in the Hall of Heroes with a determination to restore the vortice. He is convinced that if he unlocks its secrets, he will be able to manipulate other vortices throughout Faerun. Oh man, how? It seems these energies of the vortice would kill any man that approached it. Terrican knew no mortal man would ever master the vortice. Shortly after his arrival in our home, he began preparing himself for the rituals necessary to become a lich. Fortunately, Terrican must have neglected some of the proper enchantments, as the powers he wields are inferior to much of his kind. Wow, okay, what a story. If so, can you stop him? Terrican is much more powerful than I. I am fortunate I continue to inhabit these chambers with my own mind. Once Terrican learns of any dead within these halls, he seeks to destroy their will and with his necromantic arts. Anything that lives, he slays. I could destroy Terrican for you. Should we say that? That would not be an easy task. You cannot destroy Terrican by striking him down. It is his life force that sustains him, not his shell. Life force? Liches store their life force within specially constructed the crazy words. Phylacteries? Phylacteries? Most liches go to great lengths to protect their phylacteries, often placing them in remote locations where no one can find them, then safeguarding them with enchantments. Terrican, however, feels his phylactery is safest close to him, and he has placed it within a crypt in the Hall of Heroes. So all we have to do is reach there and destroy it. The phylactery is not something that can be destroyed by common means. To destroy it, you'll need to remove it from this plane, a daunting task, to be certain. No less daunting than other impossibilities we've been forced to endure in coming north. How can we remove this phylactery from this plane? That is where fortune favours us. The very vortice that Terrican is studying can destroy him as well. It lies within the Hall of Heroes, inside the tomb of Jarmuth. Any undead being, regardless of its power, is pulled back to that dreadful plane of existence upon entry to the tomb. That's why I've never been able to enter the tomb myself. So I would need to take the phylactery inside Jarmuth's tomb to destroy Terrican. That doesn't sound too difficult. It kind of does sound difficult. But to reach the Hall of Heroes, you will need to pass through the Tiers of Dead, where Terrican resides. Not only that, but the great door to the Hall of Heroes is locked, and I'm certain Terrican possesses the key. If you defeat Terrican's physical form, make haste for the Hall of Heroes, for he will only be subdued for a short while. Thank you for the information. I'll be on my way now. What a wall of text that was. That was very interesting. So,
Let's move.
So there is a lot of evil that lies in Dawn's Deep. I think we finally began to come across it now. Not just the Orogs. There's a lot more playing out to this story than we thought before. Yeah, there's a lot to it. So we've got 3 doors here. We're going to check them out next episode though, guys. So I hope you like that. Lots of talk in this episode. Not much combat. But I'll see you guys next time for another episode of Icewind Dale Enhanced Edition.